Hi, I'm Ivan Olarte. I play classical guitar, I play ukuleles, but I'm here to show you something completely different and exciting and yet strangely familiar. This is called the Cricket Violin. Okay, take a look. It's very high tech, industrial. It's you may recognize by the head, like in the back over there. This is made by the Magic Fluke Company. They make the flea ukulele, they make the firefly ukulele, banjo ukulele, and they make the fluke. So what happened is that I saw a thread-eye ukulele underground about this instrument, and I didn't really think twice about it. But I came back to it, and once I realized that it was from the Magic Fluke, and I started looking at the specs, and so one video that's out there right now, I think it's the only one I could find. I was blown away. My interest was sparked. I used to play violin when I was 15 years old. I took about 4 years of it and haven't touched it since. And I have become a classical guitarist. I'm enjoying the ukulele world. And I'm telling you, the reputation from the Magic Fluke Company, Dale and Phyllis and Beth, and of course the association with Jim Beloff, a pillar in the ukulele world, it's kind of like a done deal to me. It just sparked me, and I called them up and I put in an order. And they were very nice. Within a week, literally within 7 days, they made sure that I had this in my hands yesterday, Friday, before the weekend. So all that being said, and the reputation that they have which is just amazing from my own experience and playing, this is a wonderful instrument, and I wanted it. I'm so excited about it that I had to come on YouTube and do a nice review, detailed, and kind of help promote it and show what it is. Despite my very humble, oh my God, and horrible abilities at violin right now. So let me give you a close-up look, and let's talk about the violin a little bit. This is a chin rest, very innovative. I spoke to Dale. He told me that he's been working on this design for the last 2 years, and it shows. I mean, these guys are superb engineering, local materials. This is all made in New England. This is local New England maple. I believe the plastic is molded in the local factory within miles from the factory. And so that makes us proud that it's a local family business. It's made right here in New England, and the quality is just amazing. The ukuleles are always in tune. You never have to adjust anything. They're just very reliable. So anyway, they'll spend the last 2 years designing something more innovative even than what they've done in the past. Which, by the way, those ukuleles were completely, innovative in the ukulele world. They went from wood to a plastic body, yet you keep the wood sound, and just the technology behind it has, made them a legend in the ukulele world. So, with that in mind, having this violin, I had to have it, and I had to show it to you. So let's get back to the details. Sorry. It's a plastic molded body, just like the other products, which makes it durable but very resonant. The details excellent. I don't think I found a single flaw in this instrument. You recognize the headstock. That's pretty much almost a trademark from their products. What they did is they shrunk it down, so it's the size of a violin. Very, very neat. As a matter of fact, here we go. So you can see a comparison. Excellent detail. It's not like they reused parts. I mean, they really redesigned, everything. This is compared to the Fleet, okay? And if you notice, one thing I want to talk to you guys about it. These are peg head tuners. They look like simple wooden pegs, but they actually have some great engineering in them. And especially because it's a violin, but even for all my other instruments, what I recommend is that even though the Grover tuners, the stock tuners are fine, they work great. If you want fine tuning and you don't want to hassle, and I just want to be all around happy, you invest in an instrument like this, get the upgrade for the peghead tuners. I have them, like I said, in my MO, I have them in the Fluke and the Flea, and of course in this violin. So that was one upgrade I definitely did do. And I also got the pickup, by the way. Now, this is an acoustic instrument, so the pickup, I don't know that much about electronics, but I will tell you that being an acoustic, it's very prone to feedback, and you're not going to get, the electronic sound. You're going to get an amplified acoustic sound, which is really what you want out of an acoustic instrument. If you want an electric guitar or violin sounding violin, then you would need a silent electric violin. So the pickup, I got it in case I ever do play in a bigger environment, or I just want to amplify or even record cleanly. If I want to record very nice digital sound into an iOS, it's nice to have the pickup. So that was an option that right now I can't really say much about it, but it's good to have when you buy it and kind of when they build it for you. You can't really do this afterwards maybe. So anyway, the rest of the violin, as you can see, is very detailed, very, very, very nice, beautiful. They were very careful in matching the soundboard to the headstock, the maple headstock that I asked for. So as you can see, it's an excellent instrument, even just by the looks. This is the chin rest. It's kind of like once you set it, you can forget about it. It has 4 different height adjustments, so you can change the angle. Once you set it, it's kind of tailor-made for you. It needs a little bit of playing around. It's a very personal thing, obviously with your anatomy and so on. But and I haven't touched the violin in 35 years, so I'm still kind of playing and trying to figure out what it is. But I will say this much: I mean, it should be comfortable, and you should be able to hold it like that. So obviously, this is doing its job. I may need to adjust it for my own, personal anatomy, but it works. Anyway, so that's the close-up view. Okay, I believe they retail for $339 starting without the pickets. I highly recommend the pickets. The pickup would be extra. But, and yeah, you can get cheaper, violins, the starter packages and all that. But, I mean, you're getting a starter package. To me, the products are worth every single penny from the Magic Fluke Company. They are that good. So to me, the price is more than reasonable for the work they put in, the innovation, supporting a local company, and just the quality of the instrument. So, big kudos to them, and that's why I'm here to kind of show you guys what an exciting product this is, okay? So, and by the way, let me say right now, I have nothing, I'm only a very happy customer. I have no affiliation with them. I'm just very excited about the products, and I think they're just marvelous. Anyway, so with that in mind, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to apologize right now. I haven't played a violin in 35 years. The first time that I've touched the violin since I was 15 was yesterday. So what the demos you're going to see, all it is just a very simple sample. So what this can do, it's going to be out of tune because, again, my technique and my knowledge of violin, it's just not there. But what it's going to point out is that even despite all that, this is how good this instrument is. That you're going to hear, not a cricket, you're going to hear violin sounds, I hope. And that it feels to me like a violin, and it kind of like came right back, like I'm riding a bicycle. So the instrument is that good that despite me not having touched the violin in 35 years, I'm going to attempt to do a little bit of music. Okay? I'll be right back. Okay, hi. We're back here in my practice room, and I wanted to show you my first attempts at violin after 35 years. This is just kind of made on the spur of the moment. I like the song Autumn Leaves, and I'm working on it on the ukulele. So I'm familiar with the melody, but I'm just kind of winging it literally on the Cricket Violin. All right, so they go. Okay, why don't we embarrass ourselves a little more, shall we? This one is from a song that I first heard when I was about 5 years old. It's called Natalie, and it's one of my favorites. So I kind of know the melody, but again, I don't know it on the violin, so bear with me, please. Again, I'm sorry, but I wanted to give you an idea of how much fun this is, and at least for me, it brings memories from my childhood. And like a bicycle, I guess you don't forget. Now I just have to practice. Okay, here's my last attempt to give you a sound sample. Again, you're gonna hear I'm out of tune and scratchy, but that's my fault. I haven't played in 35 years. It's not the fault of the violin. If in fact, because the violin feels so real and so good in my hands, that's why I'm able to play at all and not make it sound like a cricket. So hopefully you're gonna see the potential of this wonderful instrument, and you're gonna bear with me. This is from the Vivaldi's Concerto in A minor for violin, from the first movement, I believe. It's the last thing that I was working on as a teenager. Anyway, I apologize. I hope you liked it, and I hope you check it out. It's really, really good. To me, definitely worth every penny. And it's also made in the USA, made here locally in New England, with New England maple, with local plastics, molded not far from the company. And again, it's a great instrument. So with that, I say bye. I gotta go practice my scales and get back into shape. Aloha.